Construction season is coming to a close, but the impact of all of those orange barrels on local businesses is still being felt. Now, throughout the year, business owners have voiced their frustrations to me, worried about a drop in sales due to road construction projects. And as many Michigan drivers know, there have been a lot of projects. This morning, I'm raising the voice of a local coffee shop owner in Sterling Heights. She tells me construction along Dyke Freeway cost her thousands of dollars, but a new bill would make sure she and other business owners get that money back.
Either large hot caramelicious and a $20 gift card. Sounds good.
We normally do 2 puffs for that. Is that okay?
That's perfect. Getting a caffeine fix is a must in the mornings, and that's where this Scooter's Coffee steps in. It's located between 17 and 18 Mile on Dyke Freeway in Sterling Heights. When I was there seemed to be a steady flow of people grabbing their morning cup of joe. However, business is just starting to pick back up.
In about July, we had one of our best months, and then they dropped the cones outside of our store and just started dropping in business about, 15 to 20% each month.
Shaina Allen is the franchise owner. She says when Dyke Freeway shut down over the summer and into the fall, they lost customers, baristas, and money.
How much money would you say you lost?
I would estimate around $22,000, but that would just be roughly in sales, and that's not to mention all of the discounts that we had to give out because we were just trying to draw people in.
Now there's a proposal out of Lansing that could help small business owners like Shaina recoup some of that lost revenue.
We know that we want to fix the roads, but not at the cost of closing businesses.
Sarah Anthony is a state senator out of Lansing. She has introduced legislation to create a road construction business loss reimbursement program. If approved, the program would reimburse small business owners upwards of $15,000 if they can prove a significant decline in revenue. Senator Anthony tells me the money to make these paybacks would come from the Michigan Department of Transportation.
What would you say to people that might criticize this bill because we don't really have a set path for funding as is to fix our roads?
I think we can do both. Ultimately, we have to decide how much of a priority road funding is for our state and how we pay for it. So we're in active discussions about those conversations, but this is a very small program that I believe would also make sure that as we're driving around the roads, that we have neighborhood businesses to support.
I spoke to a few people grabbing coffee at Scooters. They tell me they think it's not such a bad idea. Should MDOT reimburse businesses for revenue lost during construction?
I think so, yes. Yeah, that would be nice. They don't hit the traffic. The traffic's not here when the roads are closed, and why should they lose out?
It's not the business's fault that they're losing money, and it seems to be more fair.
As for Shaina, she's up in the air.
It's such a tough question, right? Because it's not necessarily MDOT's fault. It's not necessarily our fault. Yes, it absolutely would be beneficial to have some of that money given back to us, but I don't know that I can answer that question yes or no, just because it has so many moving pieces.
I did reach out to MDOT, and they sent me a statement saying in part, quote, on every road and bridge project, MDOT officials work to balance the needs and safety of the contractor and traveling public while minimizing the inconvenience for business owners and their customers. All infrastructure needs to be repaired and rebuilt at some point, and MDOT officials appreciate the community leaders and business owners who acknowledge that they prosper from having their business on a heavily traveled commercial corridor. Now, MDOT also sent me examples of how it does work to minimize the impact of construction on businesses. I've posted those examples under my web story at WXYZ.com. As for the bill, Senator Anthony says she's trying to get it passed before the end of the year. However, she is prepared to reintroduce the bill next year if need be.